what's happening? We're going to do some flexions. Very doable maneuver. The basics of teaching your horse how to bend left and right laterally. It's an exaggerated maneuver to develop suppleness in the body while you're getting the horse to focus on a task and complete it. It's very helpful in getting the mind of the horse and learning to balance your horse, and just keep them to where they're respectful of your aids when you pick up on them, and all the other, it helps you get ready for all the other collection work and things like that. And it's real important that you can have your horse switch back and forth laterally smoothly. And like in the arena, you ought to try and get it perfect, because outside when you're doing different things, you're going to need to make those transitions. And it's really important that you have it to where you can reach down a rein and have this horse bend around, and to where he'll stay and he'll wait on you. And all we're trying to do is get it to where it takes less and less time when we go down this rein and we reach for our horse. And say maybe your horse is doing like mine and he's waiting pretty good. Well, now you can start thinking of where his balance is he picked up in his shoulder. Maybe if I reach for him a little bit, can I rock him back onto his left hind leg? Good. So just, it's a place where you can feel of your horse and prepare him for things. When you're riding, you're really not going to go laterally that much, or at least not at any rate of speed. So it's a good way to practice, because you're working that threshold. It's something that takes some poise and the horse to be patient, and you're looking for this to be light and the horse being willing to be here. And see, if he stretches back, that's okay, but he's not trying to pull away from me. And I really want to make sure, and you guys look like he's going to sleep now, which is a good thing. He'll wait on me, and let's see if I want to see. I'll just lift, and I'm thinking about that right hind leg. I want him to tip that weight back there and reach that right hind leg. There you go. So you can work this back and forth. I prefer to keep my rein right along my horse's neck. When you go down the rein, don't be snatching on them. That'll get them to where they push hard against you. Or when you go down the rein, they pull their head the other direction. Not helpful. So when you have a second, you can slow it down and make sure it's good. Then as you get better, well, now I can have my horse pick himself up, balance himself on those hind feet. He's got to get centered here. Good. And then I can work my right. Oh, maybe can I stand him up this way to get ready for my right? Oh, yeah. There's my right lead. Maybe can I stand him up this way? Oh, nope. He's got to get just a little more weight over that right hind foot. Nope. The right hind one. That a boy. And I can work back and forth and do it in a collected state and carry it on. And then I can do that while I'm walking. So when I'm walking around, I can reach for him and start to bend him around. But you want to make sure that you just take a little time and you get this good. Because if you get it to where they'll come here and wait. Like, see, right now he's not waiting quite perfect. I'd like him to put a little more effort into it. Have him step that right hind leg under him and balance this right front one. Pick his right front leg back up underneath him. See, he's got to pick up and his ears will level out. But I'm not going to pull on him and do it. I'm just going to let him search for the solution here. And when you have the time, this is a good way to go about it. There, good. And you should get them working their mouth. They shouldn't get their lips shut tight and things like that, whether you're using a bit or whatever. But it'll really help. And then if you want to start building on your lateral movement out of that, real simple thing a person can do, you don't need any space, is now I have my horse here. I'm just going to see, can I move the front part of him? Oh, come on, wake up there, feller. Good. And then I'll bend laterally, and I'll see, can I just move the much more accurate. First one was a little lethargic. He wasn't prepared. He didn't put much effort into it. And then you can start to develop that into different maneuvers. So you'll test it all different ways. Heck, here from this lateral spot, you could even start to back an arc. And I'm reaching that left hind leg right there, starting to get a good rhythm. Reach this front end. Hustle over there. Get that chest opened up. There you go. Then maybe I want to work on my control of my hindquarters. Have my horse to where he can reach up under here nice. Hustle up there. Take that seriously. Right there. He's starting to get even. I'm going to roll him around just a little more. And so maybe you get your hindquarters working really nice. And now you have your lateral flexion, but you can start working on your haunches in. I'll just wait right here. No, don't reach with your shoulders so much. Just reach with that hind leg. And I'm asking him to step his hips to the right. Not your shoulders. Pick his shoulders up, help him a little. All while in this flexion. So there's so many little things you can do from here. There, he started to get nice shape. There's so many different little things you can do from here laterally. And this is a great place to go back to if your horse is chucking his head and doing things like that, or you go to reach for him and that sucker sticks his nose out. These are a lot of different things, and it's just like just learning this communication here. And you, as a rider, getting to where you can get down these reins and can I get him ready? You know, how can I get organized from sitting here? And you don't want to bamboozle them, but, you know, okay, all right, can we get ready? You know, can I put my things down and start to gather them up and not offend my horse, you know? And then I can start doing more agile maneuvers as he understands the aids more. So if you just invest just a little bit of time in this lateral work, it'll really help with all this that people are looking for. And it comes from doing lots of that left and right and making sure you do it to where the horse gets to a little bit of a peaceful spot, not just doing it for the sake of it. So think of those